Shri Radha Krishna Shri Hare Krishna Krishna Jagatpate Gopesha Vikanta Samostate Bhakta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Krishnamurte Devi Namami Hari Priye Amchakapadaru Yashya Vikasu Yevasya Paditana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you, everybody, for being here to hear from Krishna Bhagavad Gita. Now I can see the number. This is 23. It's 23. Chapter 2, 23. Narimanjali Shashtani, Narimandati Bhavaka, Chayam Tyako, Shoshri Bhavaka. The something that would be cut into pieces by his weapon, nor can be burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. 24. Achedyoyam Yoyam Vikto Shoshati Vacha, Vidyasarvakastanu, Achedyoyam Samatana. The individual soul is unbreakable, insoluble, burn or dry. He is everlasting, all the way, unchangeable, immovable, eternally the same. 25. Yakaya Chintyoyam Vikaro Vipuchite Smadhinam Vidipanam Manusham Chittamarasi. It is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, immutable, unchangeable, limited, Krishna, for Allah. 26. Apachayam Vidyanam Vidyanam Sevitam Yet, however, you think that the soul is perpetually born and always dies, still you never reaches to the Almighty Almighty. 7. The one who is taking his birth, death is certain. The one who is dead, birth is certain. Therefore, the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not run.
Yaktadini Bhutani Vyaktamajnat Bharata Avyakta Jnani Deva Sadaka Paridevana.
All created beings are manifested in
their beginning,
manifest in
very
various
state,
and
unmanifest again when they are not. So what is there
the limitation? 29. Sometimes the soul is amazing, some is striving that's amazing. You are going to amazing of others, even after hearing about it. You're not them at all. That's very maybe that's not for descendants of Bharata, he who dwells in the body is eternal, never be slain. Therefore, you need not grieve for any creature. 31. Siddhartha Vishwamesha, Nikam Vipumarnasi, Aryaki Vitashtreyoga, Kshatriyasya Didide. Consider your specific duty as a Kshatriya, and you should know that there is no verification for you in fighting on religious festivals. So there is no need for hesitation. Verse 32. Yadvichayam shopramanam sargadam bhagatam sukhina kshatriya bharata lamadve manishvisham. O Bharata, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of heavenly planets. And verse 33. Apachetram mandanyam sadramam navarishasi tadasadharmam kirtincha bhavam vachasi. If Hare you do not fight with the sword, then you will certainly incur sins for neglecting your duties and thus lose your reputation as a fighter. So we'll go back to this. Translation and report by the soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor can it be burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. Therefore, all kinds of weapons, swords, flames, rains, tornadoes, etc., are unable to kill the spirit soul. It appears that there were many kinds of weapons made of water, air, ether, etc., in addition to the modern weapons of fire. Even the nuclear weapons of the modern age are classified as fire weapons. Formerly, there were other weapons made of all different types of material elements. Firearms were counteracted by water weapons, which are now unknown to modern science. Nor do modern scientists have knowledge of real weapons. Nonetheless, the soul can never be cut into pieces nor annihilated by any number of weapons, regardless of scientific devices. Nor is it ever possible to cut the individual souls from the original soul. Mahabharata, however, cannot describe how the individual soul evolved from ignorance, consequently became covered by illusory energy. Because they are atomic individual souls, eternally, they are prone to be covered by the illusory energy, unless they become separated from the association of the Supreme Lord. Just as the sparks of the fire, although one of the qualities of the fire are known to be extinguished when out of the fire. In the Brahma, living entities of the sky, as separate parts and parcels of the Supreme. They are eternally so, according to the book of Gita also. So, you have to be liberated from illusion and living remains a separate identity as is evident from the teachings of the Lord to Arjuna. Arjuna became liberated by the knowledge received from Krishna, and he never became one with Krishna. Maharaj, should we have to share some thoughts we would love to hear?
Impervious to any of the material, never maybe discovered to work, never knew such a place. or non destruction. Limiting to it, so there's no, can't affect it. So here, souls are affected. Nine. Yes. Person on a boat is pushed by waves through the boat. So he's not actually touching the wave. And the boat is yes. Indirect. So in the case of destruction or cutting of soul, Krishna makes it abundantly clear. Simply no way that souls merge, become two, one doesn't become two, one doesn't become half, remains as it is, and that's eternal. That's a learn. We try everything we can think of. By one. So much research. See if we can make the body last a little longer. Even if we can make it last as long as run up, really motivated, so that can be accomplished with in comparison to the dream. His story of very sage who was given blessings and died as long as Hare son. Born with a bog or very sage. So he was staying in a little cottage, little hut, village. Those followers came. That would be a nice place, eat in the summer. And also the relationship. That's real understanding. Even if you live as long as longer, still you haven't solved the problem of death. The only way to solve that problem is to act on the transient level, is to be engaging relationships. Then there's no possibility of losing your spiritual status. No one really loses their spiritual status. However, Maya covers them. And in illusion, they think they are the body. And they act in these ways, trying to please the body, find pleasure in it. Should I make it wish? So read the next. Translation: individual souls are ungrateful, insoluble, remember try. Is everlasting, all-pervading, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same. Footnote: all these qualifications of the atomic soul definitely prove that the individual soul is eternally the atomic particle of the spirit whole. He remains the same atom eternal, without change. The theory of monism is very difficult to rely on this case. The individual soul is never expected to become one homogeneous. After the creation of the material contamination, the atomic soul may appear to remain as a spiritual spark on the get full praise to Krishna God. The intelligent souls enter into the spiritual planets associated with Krishna God. The word Sarva, all pervading, is significant because there is no doubt that the living entities are all of God's creation. They live on the land, in the water, in the air, in the earth, in wood and fire. The belief that they are sterilized in fire is not acceptable, because it is clearly stated here that the soul can be burned by fire. Therefore, there is no doubt that there are living entities also in the same planet, consuming the bodies to live there. Subclode is uninhabited. In the word Sarva, living everywhere becomes meaningless. So Krishna speaking to Arjuna, who had so many doubts about his duty on this battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjuna's greatest of all warriors defeated all the different battles of the story. They gave him celestial weapons to defend Krishna, to enhance his warriorship. Actually, here he is in the battlefield. Losing is cruel. You say this. If you ever lose it, he says, "Oh, slipping my hands." For a kshatriya, this is unspeakable. Indrasura was battling Indra on story. I won't go into the full details, but Indrasura was a devotee in his previous life. He committed an offense to Lord Shiva. So then he got cursed to take the body of a demon. But the body of a demon empowered the devotee. Just to make sure he was fighting with Indra. And when they were fighting, he smacked Indra really good with his weapon. Indra dropped his club. Indra was just like, looking at his club on the ground, which, like, that's it, I'm done, I lost. I'm ready to defeat. This is the pride of Kshatriya, always be fight, go. So for Arjuna to be having this goal, it's very significant actually. So he brings up the doubts, and Krishna starts slashing down these doubts in different ways throughout the Bhagavad Gita. But as we all know, it's likely in the beginning is, from text 12 to 11, we say, text like 25, almost half of them are dealing with the nature of the soul, the eternality of the soul. Krishna is specifying where he says the soul cannot be caught, it can be burned, it's in water, it's unbreakable, it's insoluble. It's always there, and it's eternally the same. With this side of the God. Truly, there's no debating. So, we don't have a soul. We have a soul, we have a body. The body manifests due to the desires of the soul. The soul's desires are contaminated due to contact with the most material nature. So, Maharaj gave this analogy between both good ways. Being a conditioned soul, very much malleable, very much being tossed around by waves. To what degree we're aware of that, that's a big indication of where our consciousness is at. Because beings in the lower states of consciousness, such as trees, they have hardly at all perception of those animals. They might have a little bit more perception, but still they can't think beyond themselves, their belly, their survival, their area. The squirrel, the little tree, and go around the yard, and kill the nuts. He doesn't know there's another type of squirrel. And the consciousness is extremely limited. In humans, we can see a diverse range of consciousness. There's some living very animalistic Fortunately, some are living very suffering, living in balance and harmony, and their music. But the devotees are striving to get in this boat and ride over these false considerations. A transcendental platform, which ultimately the Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, he's reiterating it over and over. In the last class, there's a text. Best-known Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. So, to be steady in both happiness and distress, be eligible for liberation. So, a big part of coming to the transcendental platform is overcoming the graph of life, duality. This is good, this is bad. I want these activities to happen to me, I want to avoid these ones. But with transcendental knowledge, you can see this is all karma. It's actually not so beneficial at all. Because with karma, there's a tax. And the tax is that you have to stay in the material world. The material world is a dangerous place. There's danger at every step. Is it? I don't know if you there's danger at each and every step. You can see the world, stripes and stuff. And Krishna also says the world is temporary and filled with misery. This is undeniable. We can try to look at the bright side of life and say that's pessimistic. But undeniably, there's pain, there's distress, there's problems. So Maharaj is pointing out that the healthcare industry, it's one of the biggest industries in the world. It's a business, keep people alive. But a lot of people capitalize it, not even trying to or have knowledge how to heal people, how to live in harmony with the body, with the environment, nature, God. But merely selling pills and procedures so that they can keep amassing money, profit. And why is that there? Because we're attached to our health, we're attached to our body. But Krishna says that the soul can never be killed. It can be cut, can be burned, it always is as it is. But due to our attachments to the material world, we cannot see it for what it is. And we become blinded. Blinded by this noise and material nature, fears and doubts. Something I always remember when I first read Srila Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada made the comment, what's the use of living a long time like a tree? Some trees like the redwoods, they can live to be a few thousand years old. Sequoia trees. So everybody's trying to prolong their life. They're afraid to die. Let me keep taking these pills, let me do this, let me just give me a couple more years. Then I'll sort everything out, then I'll be ready to go. But what's the point of living such a long time? What is it? I forget the personality's name, but the phrase that please let me die while I'm young, while my voice is still strong, and I can change the world told me. Old and sick of a deathbed. And my throat will be choked with a mucus, and who knows what I'll be able to do, what I'll be able to think about. So, this is the nature of the devotee, is not waiting for death to come, take life seriously, and taking seriously all steps. Naturally, there's life, there's death, but beyond that, there's eternality. And we're so fortunate to hear this passing of Maharaj Krishna, acquiring from Sri Goswami. Because he's blessed to know when he's actually going to die. We don't know when we're going to die.
so that we don't take it so serious. We think, oh, yeah, sure, I got more time. We'll say that all the way until we have no more time. So the more we can take it serious now, the better. So Krishna is speaking this and trying to help Arjuna see the bigger picture of what's going on in the immediate cause of the battlefield, just seeing the bodies, relationships, all. And pointed out the shloka. There are one who's tolerant, essentially, happiness and distress. He's eligible for liberation. And why is this so significant? Because Krishna is not just telling Arjuna just tolerate these things, okay? We all have to tolerate these things one way or another, but it says, perform your duty. Perform your duty. Which shloka wasn't written. Consider your specific duty as a Krishna, in the final religious principles. There's no need for hesitation. So those next few shlokas, 31, 32, 33, it's talking about performing this duty. So Arjuna is extraction, is trained for a specific reason, and they're acting according to Dharma, and acting according to religious principles. Therefore, by performing this duty, naturally begins this journey of life, whereas turning away from it is actually sinful. That's a big essence of the Bhagavad Gita, is that you should run away from life's difficulties, you should face them for what they are, you should see it with proper wisdom and intelligence, coming from Krishna, and you should perform your duty in both ways, even attached to the results, giving the results to Krishna. And in this way, one can act in this world, being unattached by the actions and reactions of karma, multiple material nature. So, a few thoughts on this report. Does anybody have any comments or questions? On the Max first. You can ask 5 questions. No, good.
So I have 2 questions. One is, in regards to the verses, it says that basically elements can't affect the soul, but yet we're trapped in the body made of the elements. So how does that?
It's a good question. Elements can affect the soul, but we're stuck in this body, which is consistent to build elements. How does the conditioned soul become the body? We're illusions because we're accepting this body, we are something not, and the whole point is coming through false ego, ankara. We're accepting an improper position that we allow ourselves to contaminate in that space, so we accept this temporary position. But ultimately, this material world is a prison, is a dormitory. And then we are not back. So when you go to a prison, all the prisoners are wearing prison outfits. So this body is a symptom of your condition, being conditioned to the material walls of material nature. So therefore, this is your prison suit. It's not you, but you accept it. Because ultimately, Maya is not keeping us in this prison, in this material world. But we're holding on to it. We want it, actually. So we're afraid to let go. So therefore, we accept the shelter of this body, which is, it's not going to end well because it's temporary.
It's going to turn to ashes, or an animal will eat it, or turn to stool, or it'll be buried in the earth. So, in short, we accept a compromised position. And the nature of the soul is to be ananda, blissful. So that due to ignorance, we're trying to enjoy through that compromised position. And the point is that there's no enjoyment there. It's only temporary, fleeting happiness that creates longing desires. So to get out of this conundrum we're stuck in, we have to go beyond the false ego. See that I want this persona, I want this identity that for 20 years I've been accepted. There's something much, much deeper in this going from earth. There's something even beyond that. So I can talk a lot more. I hope that helps sense mine.
And one more question I have ties this morning's class and this class, which is this morning, Maharaj made a comment that he said that you're a Vaishnava, then you're above Varnashram Dharma, you're above the different Varnas on Sastra Vaishnava. And here we're seeing that Arjuna, who is a pure devotee, who is a Sastra Vaishnava, Krishna is telling him that, hey, you don't act within Varnashram Dharma. And it's like there's one verse where the one you're saying is verse 31.
Yes.
Considering your duty as a Sastra. So one spot we're told you get to this position, you're above Varnashram Dharma, and then another spot you're saying you will get to this position, you should still follow Varnashram Dharma. So it's
So, Vaishnava is above Varnashram Dharma. I can give an example and then try to elaborate elucidate. There's a okay, so in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 18th chapter, Krishna describes this different environment or occupations, how people, what kind of traits and qualities they have, and duties they perform. Like the Vaishyas, tending to cows and agriculture, finances. So there's a certain mold that certain people have a certain nature to fit in, and by carrying out those duties within that role in society, probably scripture, because they're using their nature in accordance with a system that's designed to bring them towards the Lord, ultimately. Then there's purification, bringing them towards the path, realizing that they're not the body. There's something beyond that, Lord. But a Vaishnava is not dependent upon these. Just from day one, we taught how to worship the Supreme Lord, especially in this Kali Yuga. It's very easy by chanting holy names. So there's a devotee in San Francisco, so we joined. His name is Janananda. So all the devotees that were joining the temple there, they were like young hippies, like very wild. He was like 10 years old, and he was like down to earth, and he worked a job. He was like normal American. He said he was working a job, driving a taxi all day. He was donating his money to the temple, and then he'd come to the temple, and he's like taking out the trash. And then, then he's giving the gospel, and he's giving a class, the scholarly scripture. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is he's not limited to do one activity because of nature this way. He's actually capable of doing everything, but it's really irrelevant what he's doing because he's always doing it for Krishna. So therefore, that's the substance. He's doing it for Krishna, and Krishna is central. Vaishnava is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities because he's acting in a way that's bringing pleasure to Krishna. So then different devotees can have different dispositions within that scope that I just put out. So that There's such thing as an acharya. An acharya is one who teaches by example. So therefore, they can be perfectly realized when they're still a day out of their ultimate like reality, their true persona, the spiritual world. But still, they'll act according to the rules and regulations within this world just to teach people how to act properly. Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita that I have nothing to do with myself. I'm transcendental, but if I fail to act, people would follow my path and would be put to ruination. Therefore, I prefer my duty just to teach others. So, being a Vaishnava or being transcendental doesn't mean just being aloof from the world and cutting yourself off. You could, but a higher principle is to be compassionate, considering for the other living entities. In Krishna, he says that all living entities follow a great man, a great celebrity, a great woman, the people we look up to. So, in Kali Yuga, our perception of what's considered great is a little skewed, but the point is, these persons, certain people are leaders, people look up to them and follow them. So if I could act in a way that's exemplary to show people how to act within their field of activities, then they can make gradual progress also. Whereas we might all not be able to just like jump fully into it and kind of cut out everything. So it's the Varnashram Dharma, which is actually like a crutch, essentially. It's not transcendental as it is. It's transcendental because we're putting Krishna in the center, so we're using it as a crutch to help us get to coming to the goal of life, which is depending fully on Krishna and surrendering fully to Krishna. Naturally, that brings renunciation to this material world, but renunciation doesn't always mean, like I said, you go to the forest and you're living as a monk. Renunciation means being attached to results of work, but you're giving all of those results to Krishna. You have any position or Vaishnava, devotee, maybe here, you can do class, the next day you see he's out in like the grass, cutting the grass, and it's hard work. The next day he's like, somebody out of the temple because somebody's like this person comes in. So the devotee can consider all these qualities. Anything else? Okay. Good. Yeah, I was actually going to mention the same point that Max brought up about Krishna using the Varnashram system to encourage Arjuna to kind of snap out of it. I was reflecting how Arjuna is presenting that argument first. He says, 2.11, Krishna chastises Arjuna because he's supposed to, he's speaking about it like a learned man, but actually he's contaminated by the false ego that he thinks is his body and so forth. So he's saying, why should I engage in this warfare, to get the kingdom, knowing that it's sinful and all this? So he talks as Kshatriya. So then Arjuna, Krishna says, hey, even though you're a Kshatriya, then you should know what is real Kshatriya. Kshatriya, he's going to be happy to get this opportunity because this is this. But he does go higher, keeps going higher. And he goes also really high. He just says, just enter all this demon servant, which is what the Vaishnava does. Then he takes to the path of Bhagavad. So he takes the path of surrendering fully to the Lord, which is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. So then, so many examples of people doing that, which in spite of their, their positions in the Varnashram system, they take fully to their devotional service and prayer. But what's interesting is that those great personalities, like Dhruva Maharaj, for instance, he becomes fully perfected by the touch of the Supreme Lord's palm, but still he goes on to become a great king. So that's kind of interesting. So I just wanted to appreciate that you not that contradiction, apparent contradiction. My reflection is that it's really nice to speak to the point of the inquirer. The inquirer is trying to debate from a certain point of vision, and the expert teacher touches base on that and takes them higher. So those are my points. Rules?
But it's just like the guy immediately while I'm young and think about you. So Sri Prabhupada says that death occurs, the body becomes so beautiful, the soul can no longer generally sense. Therefore, there's this paradox. It's talked about in the Prabhupada this verse and then promised to because this most meditated that abstraction from pain, spirits, therefore, I would prefer most of that try to say they share this. Yes, it's the Krishna consciousness and actually my devotional activities and symbols. When I question them, go on in our devotional activities, it's actually not Krishna, not actually conscious Krishna.
Yeah, this person, Krishna, for this, what you did, with prayer, and this Krishna consciousness. Please, Lord, remember all that I've done for you. And I forget where I was reading, the point of being made of just this. It must be kind of the Lord never forgets everything that we did for Him. So even we spent our lives serving Krishna and sincerely really doing that, and Krishna at the time then will intervene and take over. Meanwhile, it's like our consciousness at the time of death, it goes a little bit deeper than just like, okay, like the last second, I just remember Krishna. Prabhupada, I mentioned Jayananda Prabhu, I'll mention him again. He left his body when Prabhupada was here, I think leukemia or something. Anyways, and the devotees asked Prabhupada, he went back to God, and Prabhupada said, yeah, unless maybe we, pass by the heavenly planets and wanted to stop there first. So then he Prabhupada said, yeah, he probably went back to God. But the point is that, like, you die, but from the embodied perspective, we just see death, but we don't see the soul's journey after that. Where Bhagavad Gita is described what happens when it's talking about the non-devotees, essentially, when they pass from this world, daytime, nighttime, where they go, how they come back, or where they go afterwards. So that journey really starts after the body's dead and the soul leaves the body. So when we're leaving here, the whole point is to remember Krishna and share Krishna's name because Krishna's there and Krishna will protect us. And it's like if I've lived my life really simple or like taking the holy names for granted and being offensive or even, I can't say exactly what happens, but I can say it will all be tested, at the time of death. That's what we're all preparing for, is this final exam of death. So we think, hey, right now I'm just hanging on by a thread, and Krishna will be there. So Krishna describes how we carry the consciousness of one body to the next body. So yes, Krishna will protect us if we're truly taking shelter of him, but it's a question for each individual, how much are we really taking shelter of Krishna? So if we're doing devotional service and cultivating this thing that you said, that's that very point. Is that we're cultivating this of taking shelter of Krishna. Krishna. But Krishna is merciful and sees whatever we do, and he doesn't forget. Go a long way. But there's different states of consciousness. Yes, is there something? What I need to say is, in short, is that how many times have we hear chanting Hare Krishna, and how many times have you not think about something else? So at the time of death, you could be sick and like totally out of it, and the Lord is screaming in your ear, but still you're thinking about kids, I just have one chance. So it's that state of consciousness, Krishna says that one thinks about. And that state of consciousness will vary. So that's why we're chanting Hare Krishna, to bring Krishna there. Krishna really wants to protect us and take us with him by the hand. And this is the importance of chanting with attention and sincerity. Otherwise, we can chant 5 times in lifetimes and still not attain the desired goal. If we go on chanting, we will. And that could take millions of lifetimes. We go on chanting free of offenses. We take one lifetime, a few lifetimes, but we really have to strive for that.
Well, I was wondering about devotional service and like what our consciousness is like, especially at the time of death. So like when we're doing devotional service, should if our consciousness is in love and devotion, that's obviously if it's not in love and devotion, is it possible just to like get that by serving, or do we have to consciously make an effort? Because I don't know how to cultivate that kind of sentiment. It's like so foreign to me.
Serving is a symptom of that. Prabhupada describes Bhakti Yoga as loving devotional service. So you love somebody, naturally service comes along. So we might not have the love now, per se, but we're doing the service. Service is that symptom, so it's putting us in line with that. And whether we go back to God and immediately Krishna's there, welcome us to the spiritual world, or whatever happens, we're still continuing on this path where Krishna will develop more and more love for him within our heart. And that comes through this path is starting bhakti, because we're conditioned souls, therefore we have to be stopping, practice. Trying to cultivate that room through the service. What can we do? At the end of the day, we have to identify Krishna. Because we don't have it, it's beyond us, we have to identify Krishna. Krishna loves us. We don't love him, it's the problem. So we can chant or do service in the mood of love. I want Krishna to love me. I want him to reciprocate with me. Krishna has been reciprocating with us for eternity. We just turn our back on him, so from a higher state, it's like let me do devotional service. Krishna, he loves me so much, let me do something to his love for me. It's unconditional. I'm asking for his mercy. Still gets some mercy in one hand, and in the other hand, where's my name in the thing? Where's my attention? Where's my inspiration? These things are the impediments. We should just have 2 minutes open and to receive the Lord's mercy. Take what we can get, and better than just take what we can get. Give the mercy to others. Even continual flow of mercy flows there. So, thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for the questions and conversations later. So, to remind the details of this puja,
That was so. What is it? That's 10-8. Not there yet.